Welcome to T-Boys TV. We're back again with another live stream. We're going to do something a bit different going into this season. We're gonna start doing a review Premier League thing separate to the Premier League predictions. Obviously, I said the other day that there was a poll that I was going to do. The poll was very close. Ended up getting 17 votes, and it was equal. It was equal on 16 until it got to 17, and then it changed. I just thought it'd be easier as well, because obviously, as you know, these are the streams that take the longest to do. Because obviously, I do a thumbnail, I do the PowerPoints, and etc. So I thought I'd just separate it a little bit and make it a little bit better in that aspect. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I did try and get a few people on tonight, but they couldn't join. So it's fine. It's the first one anyway, so it does make sense maybe in that aspect if I do it by myself. But yeah, obviously it'll just be a review, so it might be an hour stream, round about something like that. But we'll go through some comments and then we'll obviously review the games. And we're going to do another additional thing at the end as well. You lot can get in, interact like you always do. It's Clown of the Week, so who got it wrong, who was shite, basically. Goal of the Week, sorry, and Game of the Week. So we're going to do that at the end as well. And we'll go through the table. Big up Hanno, he says, great thumbnail. Yeah, thank you very much, mate. It did take a while to do that. So yeah, similar to my season review one, but yeah. Big up Visible Island, he says, hello, big up yourself, mate. Big up Stephen says, big up Ty. Big Ty, big up yourself. Blue Terrier says, no Tyler, no party. Big up yourself, mate. Big up Manny, he says, big up. And then big up Stephen, who says, big up. But yeah, let's get into it. So the first game we're going to talk about was the Tottenham Wolves game. I said a very emphatic score of 5-0, but obviously it ended up being 1-0 to Tottenham. The reason I said 5-0 is I'm not too convinced by Wolves this season. Yeah, they've still got really good players and that sort of thing, but I just don't really think no one was talking about how poor they were at the back end of last season. And, I think that's going to happen this season where they're going to carry on being poor. In this game, they weren't too bad. I thought in the first half, they're quite unlucky not to get a goal. But second half, Tottenham started dominating, in my opinion, and then obviously got that late on. Not late on, but, late on sort of in the second half, about 25 minutes left. Harry Kane with the goal, a flick on that led to him. And he's a threat. He is a threat. We all know that. And it was a great header. And that's what sealed Tottenham the 3 points. It was an ugly win by Tottenham, but they'll take it. And yeah, like I said, Wolves did have chances, to be fair. But yeah, that's all I've really got to say about this one. There's not really too much to say. Sorry, I just really needed that drink. Obviously, if you've seen my socials, first time I've actually used the bus to Luton. And obviously, I met all the players and that sort of thing. And yeah, there's a massive hill where I live, and I had to go back up it. And boy, it was not good. I've had 3 drinks since. Apple juice, by the way, before anyone thinks it's anything else. It is apple juice. But Stephen says, from the highlights, it wasn't the best game, but Tottenham always likely to score and did. Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm not going to go on about this game for too long. But yeah, moving on to the next game. Nottingham Forest getting a point away at Everton. I said this would be a 2-0 to Everton. I did think it would be like one of them 2-0s where Forest do have chances, but it turned out to be a draw and Forest did have chances. Forest could have even won this game, it was a decent game for a 1-1 draw. Obviously, going into the first half, there was a few chances, but the second half was where it was a lot better. Obviously, Brennan Johnson getting the goal with 9 minutes remaining. It was one of them where Pickford did parry it out to him. It's not one where, in my opinion, where you can really blame him because he's a safe. Like it's not like Matt Macy, for example, against flipping Newport. If anyone saw that, do you know what I mean? It wasn't like that, but fair play, Brennan Johnson. poaching, being a poacher in that area and just getting onto it and bringing Forest into the lead. And then, Damari Gray rescuing Everton with the point. And obviously Pickford got the assist, which was pretty mad. I would say it's pretty poor defending from Forest because goalkeeper's got the assist. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't too great. And like Manny says here, Everton did look a bit shaky. They did look a bit shaky. But it's one of them. I think Forest will take that point, despite they could have potentially won this. It's away at Goodison Park, which it's not one of the toughest places to go in the league currently, but still, it's it's a decent start for them. Like, when you look at it, a 2-0 loss against Newcastle, who are going to be a very good side, and obviously their scoreline this weekend already tells you that, especially away as well, that, when Forest played them. The 1-0 win against West Ham, good win. And then obviously this, like, they should be happy with that so far. Like, try being a Liverpool fan if you're not. Do you know what I mean? At this moment in time. Stephen says, good point for Forest and unlikely not to win. I think Everton will struggle this season if they continue to perform like that. No, absolutely. I definitely agree with that. Like I said in my predictions, I still think they'll be in and around the battle, but I just think some signings they've done are signings that will be able to keep them up, like the likes of Tarkowski. Who else are they signed? They signed like a few others that I think will keep them up. But yeah, especially towards that defensive area. Like, attacking wise, you can't really rely on Calvert-Lewin. Like, he's good for them. I don't rate him. Like, I don't think he's leveled at certain people put him at. He's a very good aerial player, but with his feet, I don't really think he's too great personally. But obviously, he is a miss for Everton. I think he's out. Is he out again or what? What's going on with that guy? Yeah, he's got a knee injury. So, yeah, he's out. Damari Gray, to be fair, there was glimpses last season where he wasn't too bad. And it was a stage where his goals, you would have thought they could have potentially kept Everton up at one point. It was that crazy. Gordon looked decent this game. Obviously, speculation they might have gone Chelsea. I do think the price tag's a bit mad, but then again, you know what it's like in football nowadays. And he's English as well, so you've got that English tax. So, yeah, that's what I've got to say about this game. Moving on to the next game, a game I said 2-1, but I said it to Leicester. I thought them being at home, they would do it. I remember last game of the season, it was a convincing win for Leicester. I knew it wouldn't be a convincing win this time. I knew it would be a tighter game, and it was, but obviously, wrong way round for me. Didn't do great on my predictions this week. Did I even get any spot on? I don't even think I did. Like, yeah, it wasn't great. It was not great. I don't know. It was just one of them, innit? But anyway, a lot of these games this week, I'll just go straight to the second half. And obviously there was no goals in the first half, so a lot of them, that's what I mean. A lot of them were more like second halves were a lot better. And obviously Maddison got the first goal for Leicester, took him into the lead. Very good free kick, by the way. We know he's got that quality in him anyway. And, it's a very good free kick. And then Shay Adams, mate, he come on and he was the difference maker in this game. It was as simple as that. That he got both goals, which took him, got him the 3 points here. They could have made it 3-1. They hit the post as well. And it was a brilliant turnaround by Southampton. And Leicester, it's not looking too good business-wise. And, I know we've got, what is it now? I don't know how long we got left. So, wait, give me a sec. Let me work it out. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 days left. We've got 8 days left. Wait, it shuts on the 31st, doesn't it? If I'm correct. But yeah, I don't even know. That's bad. But, there's speculation Tielemans is still going to go. Most likely Arsenal. Fofana, looks like he wasn't even in the squad, was he? If I'm correct, or I'm thinking of someone else. No, he wasn't even in the. No, he wasn't even in the lineup. So, he could be still going, and it looks like he will be going Chelsea. So it's going to be... they'll need players to step up, because for me, yeah, Vardy can still get goals and that, but he's just not the same. He's not the same, and there's games where teams can deal with him. Against Arsenal, he didn't really do anything. Do you know what I mean? So, it could be like a Drewsbury, for example, that could step up and help Leicester in that scenario. But I really think they're gonna struggle now. My prediction, where I put them in the table, is not looking too great, especially if them players go. And like I said, unless someone just steps up and plays brilliant, I really think they're in not a great position, honestly. But credit to Southampton, getting their first win of the season away at Leicester. Like I said, I know it's last game of the season, and sometimes them games are mad, and Southampton didn't have anything to play for in the end, except pride, I guess. But yeah, after last time, fair play, they bounced back and they got a win here. So fair play to them. Stephen says, shocking how bad the Foxes were after they scored. Facts. Maddison for England. Saints took chances they had. Well done. Yeah, exactly. Exactly that, mate. But we'll move on to the next game, which this game was annoying, my prediction, right? Obviously, you lot know I said 2-2, and it was for ages until Mitrovic scored the winner. Mitrovic is on a madness, an absolute madness at this moment in time. I know we're still fairly early on, but when does he ever do this in the Prem? When does he ever score like this in the Prem? But obviously, this is a derby. It's an underrated derby, like I've said. Obviously, my cousin, who's a Brentford fan, told me about it. Obviously, through when they played each other in the playoffs, and obviously both West London and that sort of thing. But Fulham come out on top. Fulham were the favourites. Due to them, I think it's mainly due to them being at home, because both teams were on decent form. Or have been on decent form. And Fulham edge it, but fair play to them. Reed with the goal in the first minute. Then they made it 2-0 in the first half. 2-0. And then Norgard got a goal. And then obviously Tony slightly offside in the second half. And then he got a goal. Very good goal it was. Wissa with the assist. Obviously, Wissa coming clutch a lot of times last season. Getting some winners and late minute goals. Or late minute or last minute. Sorry, I meant to say goals, winners for Brentford. And then obviously it was 2-2 from that moment. Brentford bringing it back. What a goal from Norgard and Polinia, if I said his name right, for Fulham and Brentford. Obviously Norgard for Brentford. But then Mitrovic, what a header it was. I see Fulham fans behind the goal. They already knew it was going in. I see a couple of them jump even before he's headed it. Brilliant header. And, obviously it was scenes, because obviously, it is a derby, and it's not a bad derby, and credit to Fulham. They keep up this really decent run so far during this Premier League season. Be interesting to see when it ends, or, because it will end at some point, let's be real now. But could they comfortably survive relegation? I mean, the way they're playing, potentially. But we'll have to wait and see. And could Brentford finish lower? I don't think they will personally, but you never know. But Brentford didn't look bad. Just Fulham were better, I would say. Hence, that's why they've won the game. So that's what I've got to say about this one. Like I said, I said 2-2, so I was annoyed because literally Mitrovic scored in the 90th minute as well. But it is what it is. Stephen says, well, this was well out of the blue. I thought Brentford win comfortable, even though away after last weekend, but Fulham put these Mitro. Yeah, exactly. Like I said, I thought it'd be a draw. I didn't think anyone would win comfortably, obviously, by that prediction. But yeah, like you say, Mitrovic stole the points, and a great header from him. So yeah, Kenty's obviously going to love it when I get there, when I talk about that game. And yeah, obviously we're already halfway through. But yeah, this game, I was very surprised. I did think if someone were going to win, it would be Palace, being a home side at Selhurst Park. Villa, still a bit shaky, in my opinion, at the start of this season. And then obviously Palace, like I said, they're at home and that sort of thing. But I didn't expect them to win in the manner they did. Obviously, it ended up 3-1, like you can see there. And Watkins got the goal for Villa, early goal. So it was a good finish by him, 1-on-1. And then Zaha scored literally 2 minutes after. Now, I've always said Zaha is a good player, but the thing that's holding him back is his attitude problem. He gets too angry easily, and that's the problem. That's the problem with why he hasn't gone to, no disrespect to Palace, a bigger club, in my opinion. Edouard got the assist, another player I rate, Edouard. And then they scored again, but it was slightly offside, Jeffrey Schlupp. And then obviously that means it was 1-1, at half time. And then Zaha had a penalty in which he failed to take away first time, but he scored the rebound and made it 2-1. And then obviously Mateta sealed it for Crystal Palace, and they got a very, very convincing win. And like I said, if someone was going to win, it was going to be Palace. They were the favourites. Villa still on a bit of shaky form, whereas Palace, they've lost to Arsenal first game of the season, which, Arsenal are in very good form. I'll get on to more about them when I get to it. But yeah, and then obviously their last game, obviously they drew away at Anfield, and then obviously this game. So, and we know how good they are against, obviously I know Villa aren't a top 6 club, but we know how good they are against these bigger teams as well. Look at when they played Man City, for example, last season. Man City didn't beat them at all, both times. So, yeah, I think Palace will do well this season. I think it's a mid-table or top 10. So, yeah, I think even with Gallagher going, they're in a very good position. They've done some, they've tied people down, which they've needed to, in my opinion. Still got very good attack as well. And, yeah, they're sound. But I'll tell you who is looking good for Villa, in my opinion. Leon Bailey. He was very unlucky in this game. He hit the crossbar. And, yeah, he's not looking too bad. He got a goal yesterday. I know it's against Bolton, but still, he's looking all right. And for me, if he carries on the way he should be, or he has been, he should be starting for Villa. That's my personal opinion. But, yeah, we'll move on. Stephen says, sorry, sentence is a little off typing. No, don't worry about that, mate. Don't worry about that. Big up yourself for tuning in, mate. Gerrard has a worse record as Villa manager than Neville at Valencia. First to go, I reckon. Interesting. I think the first to go could potentially be Rodgers, but I do understand why you say Gerrard, especially with what he's come out and said. He said he's going to try and get them into Europe, or he wants them to be pushing for a European place. The signings they've done tell you that. Defensive signings, Diego Carlos, and all them sort of ones. Kamara. Did they sign Kamara this thing? I think they did. But Diego Carlos, for example, them sort of ones. I do hear why you say that. Lampard, now, this is more if the owners do it, because I was actually listening to these few Everton fans go on. I don't really know why I was, don't ask, but they were saying they're actually sound with Lampard at this moment in time, surprisingly. So it's more, that one's more of an owner thing for me. And then Bruno Lage, that's not a bad shout. The Wolves one, that's definitely not a bad shout. Like I said, I think Wolves are really going to struggle this year. Like I know, obviously, I said about Tottenham game, they're quite unlucky, I thought. But, yeah, like I said, no one was really talking about how poor they actually were, towards the end of last season. And I think there'll be games where it'll be very poor again this season. And there already has been, for them. So, yeah, that's what I've got to say about it. I rate Palace, especially at home. That's why they won't be in danger. Absolutely. Yes, Zaha. Zero and high attitude. Yeah, exactly. And that's like I said, that's the thing holding him back from going to a bigger club. No disrespect to Palace. Yeah, we'll move on to the next game, which was a game I pretty much watched the whole game. I did have to nip up to the shops with my dad, and obviously I was with Chris. Shout out Chris. He's an Arsenal fan. And yeah, what a performance by Arsenal. And the thing I'm going to say about Arsenal, though, yeah, they're doing very well at the moment, but I do want to see how they play when they play against the top six side. And the first top six side they play is Manchester United away. And obviously, Man United, that's in 2 games' time, I think. Man United will obviously be buzzing from the other day. But then again, Man United, they could beat Liverpool and then they'll probably lose to Southampton. Do you know what I mean? That's what they're like. Even Kenny would admit that. And Southampton not an easy side, especially away from home. But yeah, very good win from Arsenal. First half they looked brilliant. And yeah, like Kenny says there, another thing I was going to say, look at last season when Arsenal were doing well and then they played Man United and lost. So yeah. But yeah, Odegaard with 2 goals early on. Obviously, he is actually the captain at the moment. And first goal, he just got onto the end of it. He was in the right place at the right time, made it 1-0. Jesus, what a touch. I've said how good this guy is going to be for Arsenal. What a touch. Like, the way he brought it down and turned was disgusting. It was as simple as that. And then, obviously, Odegaard got another goal as well. Very, very well taken finish. And Arsenal were just very good, passing the ball and that sort of thing. I do have to give credit to their away fans. I thought they were brilliant. They literally made noise the whole game. They were literally singing a chant. I think it was about Saliba for about 10 minutes, like just non-stop. It was mental. But obviously they were 2-0 up, comfortable in that first half. And then obviously going into the second half, obviously it's more of the same really from what I saw. Like I said, I didn't see a lot of the second half compared to the first, but I did see the Saliba goal. What a goal that was. I know how good Saliba is. He's going to do brilliant. And what a goal it was. It was just a brilliant strike. And like I said, Arsenal were comfortable most of the game, which, a lot of their fans actually did go over 3-0. I can't remember what I said. I can't actually remember what I said. What did I say? I don't even know, but I know I definitely said an Arsenal win. I might have said like a 2-0. I don't know. I actually can't remember for some reason. If anyone remembers, let me know. But yeah, that's what I've got to say about that one. Brilliant performance from Arsenal. But like I said, I want to see what it's like when they play Man United. And obviously, the reason that I say that is because, like I said, they're a top 6 side. And, it's away as well, and it's going to be a test. Like I said, look at last season when United weren't doing so great and they still beat them. So, Kenny says, to be fair, Leicester may be in a relegation fight because of their window. Facts. Yeah, that prediction might go, like I said before you joined, that prediction might go tits up. What I've put. Literally, it's mad. Rodgers isn't really at fault, in my opinion. Signed nobody, lost their keeper, and their defence isn't awful. Recruitment. Well, it depends who's in charge, because sometimes your manager's in charge of looking who to actually get in. And obviously the people recruit it. They decide who they want. So, I don't know. You could blame him. It depends who's looking at it, in my opinion. But yeah, it's not looking great for them. Like I said, earlier, Tielemans looks like he's still going to go, in my opinion. Fofana definitely does. Like I said, he's not injured or anything, is he? Like, no, I swear he's all good. Like, let me just quickly check. Yeah, he's all good. Like, he weren't on the bench or anything. So I think he's going to Chelsea. Like Chelsea, yeah, they keep getting bids rejected, but I think eventually it will happen. And Chelsea still need centre backs. And yeah, I think Tielemans going to go Arsenal personally. So that's what I reckon. But we'll see. We will see. Yeah, obviously I said that. I mentioned that earlier. It's going to be tough. We'll draw. Yeah, like I said, Southampton will be tough. Not 100%. Yeah, they did look really bad. Don't get me wrong, Arsenal did look very good, but yeah, Bournemouth didn't really do much, did they? They were just trying to hoof it a lot, I saw. Arsenal are really good, to be honest, but what are Bournemouth going to do? There can only be two big sides, United and Chelsea. To be honest, I think next week versus Fulham wouldn't be shocked if Arsenal slip up. Yeah, that's going to be a very difficult game. That's this weekend, isn't it? On Saturday. I swear it's the weekend. I swear it's a 5:30 game. I'm convinced it is. So yeah, Maddison to Newcastle too, or even Yeah. Oh yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, and it is a tough place to go. It is. So I wouldn't be surprised if you didn't get a result, but I'll obviously look a bit more into it as we get closer to it. Big up IBY says Wagwan. Big up yourself, mate. But yeah, we'll move on to the next game, which is or moving on to the Sunday games now. Obviously, West Ham took on Brighton, and Brighton looked solid yet again. West Ham did look very poor. Declan Rice, boy, now big up that guy, but flipping hell, did any of you see what he said after? Now, yeah, he's talking sense. Let's be real in this. He's basically saying, I don't know why the fans are booing us, because obviously West Ham fans booing. It's just due to how poor they've been. They feel they haven't been good enough compared to the levels they have been at. In the last, 2-3 seasons? 2 seasons, definitely. But, he come out and said, well, it's not like we're going to win the league. Like, yeah, maybe that's true, but, you can't really just say that. Like, it's mad. It's actually mad. But West Ham were very poor yet again, like I said. But Brighton were very good. A very good away win for them. I know what I said for this game. I said 1-1. I thought it'd be the same scoreline it was last season at this ground. But Brighton got the win. Obviously, the first goal was a penalty. Clear penalty. I can't even remember who gave it away, but very, very stupid of them. And they took it. McAllister took it very well. Took him into the lead in the 22nd minute. Obviously, it was 1-0 at half time. And then going into the second half, Trossard, brilliant bit of passing by Brighton. West Ham cut open like a tin of beans. And 2-0 just like that. And West Ham, they had a few chances towards the end where Areola, flipping what am I on about? Brighton goalkeeper Sanchez, had to tip him over. The first one, I think it might have been going in. The second time he had to tip it over, it was definitely hitting the bar. But obviously, you want to confirm it as a goalkeeper, it's definitely not going in. And, credit to Brighton. They look good again. Poor from West Ham, though, still have got no points in these opening games. Obviously, I played Man City at home, which, I know Man City, you're not going to, it's going to be difficult. But I just feel, what West Ham have done previously against Man City, I expected a better performance there, to be honest, especially at home. And then, obviously, the Forest game, they did have chances, but, stuff like putting Declan Rice on a penalty, I just didn't understand that. I thought they should put someone like Benrahma. And in this game, like I said, they just look terrible. And like I said, the fans are frustrated. That is why they're booing. They expect better, especially where they've been in previous seasons. Don't get me wrong, it's still early. But like I said, they've got no points. No points. So, yeah. Embarrassment, talk about this game. West Ham 20, I think this is the season they fall off. Kind of like Leicester, 2 good seasons and fall off. But it could be, mate. It honestly could be. And as for Brighton, up and up. If England want him, they have to act quick because Brighton could be in Europe soon. True. West Ham shocking? No, absolutely. My set that's fuming with them at the moment. Brighton putting in the performances. West Ham were trying, and fair play to the Rice. Real talk. Yeah, he is talking facts, but I just thought it's a mad thing to say. Do you know what I mean? And there is them fairy tales in football, and obviously I know it's not going to happen with West Ham this season because how poor they've started off. But look at Leicester. Who expected them to win the league except the one guy that put a bet on it? West Ham are goddamn awful right now. I don't think they're in trouble with relegation. No, I don't. But 12th place is disappointing for them at this point, to be honest, and that's where I see them. Yeah, that would be very disappointing, like I say, considering where they have been in recent years, 100%. No worries. Yeah, no worries. Big up yourself for coming on. And then big up Spencer. He says, hey, T, big up yourself, mate. But yeah, moving on to the next game. Right, the first thing I'm going to say, don't ever compare Mendy to Alisson or Edison ever again. Ever again. Yeah? This guy is a clown. I've been saying it from time. This guy is not on that level. He is not on that level. It's as simple as that. Yeah? What are you doing? What are you doing, mate? What are you actually doing? I'm sounding like a Chelsea fan with how annoyed. No, because it's just stupidity. The fans are already on you going, oh, like they're going to, obviously. You decide to take another touch. What are you doing, mate? What are you doing? Honestly, flipping out. Like, I don't even want to disrespect Luton players, but I don't know who's worse right now. You or Matt Macy? Nah, real talk, mate. Real talk. I'm being serious, mate. Honestly. But Leeds, credit to them. Their manager come out and said during the week, he knows how Chelsea play. They're going to win the game, basically. That's how confident he was. And they battered Chelsea. Leeds batter Chelsea, mate. This is a fan-made derby, and it has got a bit of history behind it. And it's absolutely embarrassing from Chelsea. The only good chance they had that I remember was that Sterling chance when it was 0-0. And, it was one of them where Leeds literally capitalised on Mendy's stupidness. Aronson, I think that's how you say his name. Then literally 4 minutes after, Rodrigo's got a goal, sorry. And like I said with Rodrigo, with Rafinha going, I think he's going to have a very good season. I think he's going to step up and he's going to show his quality. And, it's a very good header. What a ball in by Harrison as well. Harrison had a cracking game, by the way. Obviously got the last goal as well in the second half. And, he was the guy that kept Leeds up, scoring that goal against Brentford. And he's got the goal that's definitely confirmed the win against Chelsea. But, yeah, they were terrible all over the place. And then the Koulibaly red card. Obviously he got a yellow card in the first half and then obviously a second yellow. But Chelsea were terrible. Chelsea were absolutely terrible. And Mendy, you're a fool. And like I said, do not ever compare that guy to Alisson or Edison again. That's just disrespectful. Like, I've said it from time. Yeah, his shot stopping's good. But his distribution is appalling. Yeah? And you need goalkeepers nowadays that can play out from the back. And when he's like, I just don't understand why he took another touch. Like, what are you doing, mate? But there you go. It was funny at the same time. Mendy, yeah, trust me. Trossard is so underrated, by the way. Yeah, I rate him. West Ham a disaster right now. I think I've just pressed on that. But yeah, absolutely. Leeds got no chance. Revenge from last season all the way down to the red card. Yeah, obviously last season it was 3-0 to Chelsea at Ellen Road. So in that aspect, definitely. Gooners top of the table. Leeds, who finished near the bottom of the table last year, and United have held Liverpool 3 games in. Welcome to the upside down. Gooners top. Oh yeah. Why has it come up? Why the hell has that comment come up twice? I don't even know. It must have been not working for you. But yeah, we'll move on to the next game. What a game this was. Obviously, I've done a watch along. Newcastle versus Man City ended up being 3-3. Now, before I get into a bit more analysis on the game in that aspect, I did think Newcastle were very good going forward, but defensively they were pretty shite, in my opinion. And I think the first goal showed that, for example, as one example. Gundogan getting a goal in the 5th minute. Very good ball in by Bernardo Silva. And, good finish by Gundogan, but he did have a lot of space and, they weren't marking him and they just weren't on him. So I took the lead through that. And then, obviously, Almiron got a goal. It did go VAR. I did think it was offside, but looking back at it, it wasn't. It was all good. And Maximin with the assist, brilliant cross in. And like Kenny says there, Alan St. Maximin, so good. No, absolutely, mate. Absolutely. Ball up. Like, the way he just runs at people is actually mad. It's actually mad. And, he's brilliant. And then, obviously, shortly after that as well, they took the lead again. 9 minutes later, Callum Wilson with the goal. He's doing very well this season. Maximin with the assist again. And I really like this goal, like I said on the stream. I really liked when Callum Wilson received it and then he turned. The turn was brilliant, and then the outside of the boot finish was just even better. Do you know what I mean? And that's simply what it was like there. They took the lead from that, of course, and that was brilliant for them. They went 2-1 up, and then obviously they made it 3-1. Trippier, what a free kick! We know he's got that in him. Brilliant free kick into the left side of the goal, and City brought it back. Even when you're 3-1, 2-0 against City, you know they can come back. Look at when they played Aston Villa last game of the season. Look at when they played West Ham away last season. They've got that in them, and they've never actually lost a game when they've took the lead. Well, in their last, I didn't mean to say never, in their last 31, I think it was. So, it was always going to be a draw or a loss. A draw or a win, in that aspect. And obviously, Haaland got a goal, scrappy goal, but he got onto the end of it, and he's extended his goal tally in the Premier League. And then obviously Bernardo Silva, De Bruyne, his vision just coming in clutch again. Great pass over to Bernardo Silva, which then made it 3-3. And then obviously the Trippier red card getting overturned. Looking back at it, it probably was the right decision. I did say it as a red on the stream, but looking back at it, it probably was fair to be a yellow card, to be fair. And, a lot of people saying Newcastle should have really won. Like I said, that for me, their defence is what let them down. But attacking, they were brilliant. And, St James's Park is going to become that fortress again, 100%. At this current moment in time, even though I don't know when they play each other, I don't want to know what it's like when Liverpool go there, mate. Honestly, it could be peak. But we'll see. Facts. Like I said, it's just that defence that let them down. But, if Newcastle didn't let up defensively, they'd get 3 points. Facts. Yeah, exactly. But we'll move on to the last game. Now, Kenny's going to like this bit. Watch along. Big up everyone that went on the watch along yet again. Flipping hell. Lewis was a madman. Sent 49 quid altogether. And then obviously you get a bit more as well. So, big up everyone that tuned into that stream as well. But, I'm not going to go over it too much because I did talk about it quite a bit after the game. United were really good from minute one. Like, let's be real now. I knew they were going to most likely get the opening goal. One, because Liverpool conceded first in their last 6 games before that. And then obviously that was 7. And plus that Alanga chance early on. Trent, where are you? Where actually are you? Like, I had to look back at it today so I can analyse it a bit more again. What are you doing? Where was he? Where actually was he? Because Gomez was the nearest to him, and oh my God, this was just shocking, absolutely shocking. One of the worst United teams, and you could say it's a Ten Hag masterclass because he dropped Maguire, which is about time, and then obviously, and certain other managers wouldn't have done that, like I said, and dropped Ronaldo, which for me, I know we don't want to be there, but it is still a big call. One, because it's Ronaldo, you know what everyone's like with it, and two, if it weren't for his goals, United wouldn't have been where they were last season. So, that's how I look at it as well. So you could say it's a masterclass in that aspect. But obviously, Sancho getting the first goal, Milner getting spun like a Beyblade, it was just absolutely shocking. And, hopefully we've learned about this midfield situation from this moment in. Because how many times I've said Liverpool are not going to win the league. Don't get me wrong, I still think we'll get top 2. Unless Tottenham go on a madness, that is the only team I can see finishing above us. I'm being generally honest, even at this current moment in time. But, what I was seeing was just a joke. Why is Milner starting I love Milner. You lot know. I don't want to keep repeating myself. You lot know he's my favourite player, right? Why is he starting in a game like this away at Old Trafford? And you're telling me we don't need midfielders? You're telling why was Fabinho not starting in this game? You saw when he come on, the midfield was a lot calmer. Milner, this is the worst I've ever seen him play in a Liverpool shirt. Like I said, the goal, he got spun like a blade, and he was just losing his head every 5 minutes. It was like, what are you doing, mate? Honestly, I just didn't understand it whatsoever. Brilliant finish by Sancho. I can't, take that away from him. Elanga with the assist. Like I said, he was, I didn't say it, but I'll say it now. He was unlucky not to score. Obviously, United were 1-0 up at half time. Liverpool, I think, like I said on the stream, I think the two good Liverpool players in that first half, I don't think Henderson was too bad in the first half. Second half, obviously, I'll get onto it, the second goal and his poor touch and that sort of thing. I thought Diaz was good. He was unlucky. He was getting fouled left, right and centre. And Harvey Elliott was all right. Other than that, and a few Alisson saves, goals, he couldn't really done anything, in my opinion. Other than that, everyone else was shambolic, in my opinion. But we'll get into that. Second half, Rashford obviously made it 2-0. And like I said, very poor touch from Henderson. And I knew as soon as Rashford was 1-on-1, 2-0, mate, just like that. And Eriksen, obviously, like Kenny says, they almost scored 2 free kicks. I can only think of one of them. Can't think of the other one. But, yeah, good save by Alisson. It was going wide, but, back to what I said earlier, you've got to make sure sometimes. So, fair play there. But, yeah, like I said, as soon as Rashford's 1-on-1, it's against Liverpool as well. I knew he was going to score. The way we're playing was shambolic. And that's the thing. I say we play this high line, but we've never been caught out this easily, constantly. What is going on at this moment? I don't understand. Carvalho also looked good when he come on as well. I said at half-time, take Milner off, bring Fabinho on. He brought Fabinho on in the 59th minute for Henderson, which, like I said, that I don't think he was too bad by that touch. He was actually trying to make things happen in the first half. If you actually look back at it, he was. But, yeah, obviously that happened. And then Salah getting the goal. Was it a little bit of hope? Not really, of how we're playing. A bit of a scrappy goal. But fair play to him for getting onto it. But it still weren't overly great performance from him. Let's be real. Like I said on the stream, a lot of credit to Man United centre-back as well. Not centre-back, sorry. Well, Martinez did play well, but I'm on about their left-back. I give him man of the match, their left-back. I thought he was brilliant. I thought he dealt with Salah pretty well, to be fair. So that's what I've got to say about that. But hopefully Liverpool actually learn. And there's rumours, I don't know how reliable it is, but Dortmund are looking at Keita apparently. Like I said on my socials, get him gone respectfully. Because I'm hearing that he's not happy with his contract. Mate, how about you be reliable and then you might actually get a bit more money? But you're not. So, and everyone's like, all the people that support him are like, when he gets a chance, he'll do all right. Yeah, when will he get that chance? When will he actually be fit to get that chance? We've had him for years now. I can't even remember how long it's been. But for me, just get him gone respectfully. And then hopefully Liverpool look at it and actually get a midfielder. Because I said Man City are going to win the league. Because look at the extensions they've done to their squad. Look at the players they've brought in. And Liverpool haven't got a midfielder. Yeah? Everyone's like, but Bellingham next season. We need someone now, mate. We need someone now. But we could have easily got Mateus Nunes. But no, we didn't actually go in for it. So that's why we haven't got him. But yeah, it's absolutely shocking at the moment. Like I said, one of the worst United teams. Credit to him. Ten Hag masterclass, you could say, like I said. But yeah, disappointing. Let's go through some comments. A lot of comments from this game. So yeah, Kenny, we dominated. You did. Yeah, exactly. Don't even get me started. Milner was skinned. Yeah. Like I said on the stream, spun like a Beyblade, mate. It was peak. Gomez played Rashford on side. Yeah. I did think it was offside, but looking back at it, it's not. You tell me, mate. You tell me. Like I say, he's my favourite player, so no one can sit here and go, I've got an agenda. I ain't got no agenda against him. He's fucking 36 or 35, however old he is, away at Old Trafford. Why is he playing this game? Why is Klopp liking having especially now with 5 subs, why is he like having a shorter squad? I don't understand it. I honestly don't understand it, mate. Like, I'm not Klopp out for anyone says that or thinks that. No way. But he said some madness this year. I'm not going to lie. And apparently, I didn't see his interview. Apparently, I'm hearing he said, we deserve to win. In what moment, mate? Yeah, he does. He does. He does. He definitely does. I agree with that. Liverpool waited too long to make subs. Facts. Some of the players who clearly didn't have it stayed out there. I was pulling my hair out. Trust me, bro. You saw it on the stream. I was saying, bring on Fabinho at half-time for Milner. He brings on Fabinho, still fairly early on, but not when he should have, in my opinion, for Henderson, who, like I said, he weren't too bad, in my opinion, other than that touch. You know, he was actually trying to make things happen in the first half. You know, so I wouldn't even say that, mate. I wouldn't even say Salah was our best player. I'm not even saying that, mate. I think the best player was, I'd say Elliott or Diaz. I would say Diaz was trying to create chances, but he was getting fouled left, right, and centre. So, and Elliott, he looked decent. Firmino's got, this guy, man, I love this guy, but he just gives, this is his problem with him, right? He was, in this, it was more, he wasn't really moving. But the amount of times I've seen that guy lose the ball and not even try and win, well, he tries to win it back, but he just loses it too easily. And it's actually a joke. Like, I don't know if any of you notice that, but I notice that every single game. Fabinho should be starting 100%. I feel Liverpool missing key midfielders. We need to get midfielders in. And Gomez didn't impress me. Yeah, not great by him. Not great overall. And a lot of people will now this season. Now, I don't know if it's because he's lost confidence or he's got exposed. It might be a bit of both. Because ever since the Champions League final, he has been shocking, mate. He has been shocking. And like I say, I feel like a lot of people will now. Cristiano Ronaldo, Sui. Kenny's done a player ratings for us. Alisson 5. I'd go a bit higher. I'd probably go 6. Only narrowly though, only 6. Trent to I'm not going to do him, but I'll just read what you said. Trent 2, Van Dijk 1, Gomez 3, Robbo 3, Hendo 4, Milner 1, Elliott 4, Salah 5.5, Diaz 5, Firmino 1. Fair enough for me. Fabinho 6, all the fun. Yeah, fair enough. I was thinking him or your left back, but I did think your left back was very good. Third best. Who would you say was better then? It's got to be one of the attackers then, isn't it? They can have him. Yeah, exactly. Like I said, get him gone respectfully. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm not even trying to take the mick. Like that's where I stand on it. Apparently so. There is rumours. I wouldn't go for him though. I would not go for him. And I know he is. He's that Sheffield United player. But no, I wouldn't go for him. No. So from now on, the poll was very close. Like I said, 17 votes, and it was equal until it got to the 17th vote somehow. But I will be doing reviews and previews to Premier League games separate. I just think it's easier with the load and that sort of thing, and it makes sense with these banners or these overlays. Sorry, sometimes I forget to change the overlays, and obviously out of all the streams I do, these are the ones that take the longest, and I think doing them separate just helps a little bit more. But yeah, Spencer says like and subscribe, folks. Yeah, please do if you haven't already. Obviously, Kenny's done player ratings for United as well. We'll go through them. De Gea 7, Dalot 8, Varane 9, Martinez 10, Musiala. I don't know if I ever say his name right. Hence why I just say your left back. Tomine 8, Ericsson 8, Bruno 8. Yeah, Bruno was good. I did think he was acting like a bit of a dickhead when Liverpool scored, but Yeah, there you go. Rashford 8, Elanga 8, Sancho 9, Ronaldo 6, Martial 9. Fair enough, mate. Fair enough. Yeah, I know. Like I say, I didn't actually hear him say it, but I heard a lot of people going on about it. And yeah, like you say, what game was he watching? Yeah, facts. What, like I said, one of the worst United sides, and we lost. Milner is dreadful. Maybe he's good to be in a dressing room, but he's starting over Fabinho. And the thing I don't understand as well, I said it on the stream about Milner. He's a good player when you're in a winning position, to help stable things. But when you're trying to get the first goal, starting a game, no, mate. Why is he starting away at Old Trafford? I just didn't understand it whatsoever. Neither am I, mate. Neither am I. A lot of people saying, yeah, we'll bounce back. I'm not convinced, mate. I'm not convinced. If it was away, I would be shitting the brick. I'm not shitting the brick this weekend, I'll be honest, but I'm not confident. But if it was at their ground, honestly, I would be shitting the brick, mate. Because remember when Liverpool lost 4-3 there? Yeah, we had Karius, but still, the way the team's going, we might as well have a flipping Karius in midfield, bro, or something. Like, it's mad. Yeah, he wasn't great. His movement was poor, and he kept giving the ball away a couple of times, yet again. I knew we were in trouble, to be honest, when I saw the starting 11. My bench right now is a joke. Yeah, obviously I still said my prediction, but that's because I'm not a flip-flop. Like I said, unless something's generally impossible to happen now, I won't change what I think once I've said something. But yeah, it didn't make sense. And like I said, hopefully we learn from this that we need to get a midfielder. Don't get me wrong, there's 8 days left. We need to get someone. I said it ever since that Premier League stream. Very happy Liverpool bringing a backup right back. That's very good. Shame he's injured at the moment. I still wouldn't start him over Trent, don't get me wrong. But, it's good they've done that. But midfield, they need to extend. And maybe another attacker, in my opinion. Because, when you've got Jota and Núñez out, the only person that could play on that attacking through the middle / wing was Carvalho. So, yeah. I won't do player ratings. I'll just name the worst players. Worst players for Liverpool: Milner, definitely. Van Dijk, definitely. Firmino. Yeah, I'll probably say them. But yeah, enough said about that game. What we'll do now is, like I said, we're going to do a little segment at the end of this, a different segment. We'll go through the table first before we do what I said we were going to do at the start of the stream, which is obviously we'll go through the table. So let me just get it up as it stands. Hold up. British chat put Bees down. Does that mean Watford down? Talk about them. It was funny they lost to MK Dons. Don't get me wrong. I don't like any of them teams, but it was quite funny. And before everyone goes, oh, but Watford played a very rotated team. I'm pretty sure MK Dons had a young squad out. Now, I don't know if they play a young squad in the league, but even then, look at the league difference and that. But anyway, I shouldn't really be talking about that because we lose to Newport. So there you go. Man U fan. Oh, because I've got that in the background. No. You already know the drill, mate. I've just got all the teams in the Premier League. You're going to do team of the week? No, I'm not going to do that. I'll go through it, what I'm going to do in a minute. My laptop's decided to really start lagging for some reason. Come on, people. Big up yourself, I know. Yeah, there ain't no hornet emoji. What is it then? Bees or something. Don, 7 changes. Oh, Luton down. Oh, no, I get it. If that's what you mean. No, that ain't nothing, mate. That ain't nothing. Yeah, they had a mad amount of changes, I think, as well. But yeah, so like I said, we'll go through the table. So Arsenal top of the league, the only team that have won their first 3 games. Like I said, with them, I want to see what it's like when they play Man United because that's the first top 6 side they play. City second, Leeds third. City having a better goal difference, +2 compared to Leeds. Tottenham fourth. I won't go through the whole table. I'll just go, especially if it being early on, I'll just go top 5 and bottom 3. Brighton fifth. And then the bottom 3, Wolves, Leicester and West Ham. So there you go. Liverpool in 16th. One place above Everton. But anyway, that's the end of that. We'll go through some comments and then I'll say what I'm going to do at the end to all the people that missed it at the start. Twatford equals Hornets. They're in a Hornet emojis. I have to use a B. Yeah. Yep. I haven't done my Premier predictions yet. Still no Wi-Fi. I have to use hotspot every day. I'm on hotspot on my streams, mate. I've started doing that because my internet, every time I go live, it's glitchy. Like, my internet's not actually that bad, but it's just started playing up for some reason. I've literally got an extension in my room and it still plays up. I don't get it. What's going on, guys? Anyone watching PS? No, I'm not watching any of them games tonight, to be fair. So, yeah. Glad Mr. Chelsea have Mate, you know you want to rewind. I think if Arsenal get hit by injuries like last year, I think they'll drop like a rock. Yeah, like I said, I think I said it on the last episode. If Jesus or someone like that gets injured, they're in problems because this Nketiah guy, I'm sorry, is nowhere near that level. Unless they get in Neto, I'm hearing a lot of speculations with Neto. If that is the case, I rate him. So I think he'd be a good option and he would start to become a starter, I feel. But he would start off on the bench and he'd come on over Nketiah more. So that's what I reckon. I wish I messed up. I wish I missed the Liverpool review, but I came just in time. Yeah. Thoughts on Luton so far? Disappointing start up until the other day against Swansea. We looked like a playoff side. Obviously, I won't go too much into it. Me and Dad actually haven't done a review, have we? We'll be doing that tomorrow. It's obviously a plan Friday. I'll be doing a watch along. I'm not going to it, so I'll be doing a watch along. But yeah, you know, the Swansea game, we look like a playoff team. It's more of what I saw last season. Bit of a rocky start. It was a bit of a rocky start last year, but it weren't as bad in the league. I do think we'll be all right. Sheffield United, I'll be honest. Obviously, I don't want to go too much into it, but I'll be happy with a point because for me, they're going to get the top 3 this season. And look at their last 2 games. They've won their last 2 games. So I would definitely take a draw. We drew to them last season at home. We lost away. I remember watching it, doing a watch along. But yeah, we have a lot of confidence, and I think so will they. But I will take a draw, 100%. And then after that, we've got Cardiff away. That's going to be interesting because Cardiff have been very hit and miss. But I do think we could beat them. But I don't want to get too much into it. So yeah. Yeah, it's all right, Spencer Mount. Know what you mean. Don't worry about that. British Chaps thoughts. Luton equals poor start. It looks worse than it is. We ain't worried. Yeah, exactly that. Coventry might go down because of fixture congestion. Happened before. Yeah, I know. It's a madness. Talk about that. Obviously, if you saw my socials, I was actually working pretty much next to their stadium yesterday. And I went past their training ground on the way back as well. So yeah, just a bit of random stuff for you because why the hell not? But yeah, like I said, look, right, let's actually get into what I said I was going to start doing at the end of these. Like I said, I might start getting people on. I did try and get 2 people on today, but they couldn't unfortunately do it. So yeah, hopefully for the next couple of ones. And this is the first one, so I guess me being on it's not too bad. But yeah, so we're going to do game of the week, which you know, feel free to interact, but I think we all know Man City, Newcastle, or should I say Newcastle, Man City. Clown of the week, you could put Tuchel because, like I said, their manager knew all week about what they was going to do. You could say Mendy. I'm going to go with Mendy because the fans are already putting pressure on you and you take another touch. I just don't understand. And then the other thing we'll do is goal of the week. So I'm going to say Saliba's goal against Bournemouth. So yeah, we're going to start doing them from now on as well. Rotherham been great. Yeah, they've not been too bad. Definitely. they've got Birmingham next, which they could win. I reckon they could win that, but we'll see. We'll see. Game on Friday is massive. Win and we're nailed on for automatic promotion. I mean, I see why you say that because, like I say, Sheffield United, for me, they get top 3. Automatic? I don't know. But then again, we beat teams like Bournemouth, and they obviously got automatics. So I hear why you say that. Me personally, no, but I understand where you're coming from. Lose and we are faves to get relegated. Oh no, you're taking a piss actually, aren't you? You're taking a piss. You know what our fans are like. Lose, Nathan Jones out. All them people idiots. Twitter idiots, mate. I'm sick of seeing them knobs on our thing. Honestly. They're like, oh, get rid of Bell. He's not good enough when we lost. Who was it to? Who was it to? Not Bristol City. Who did we play before that? I can't remember, but yeah. Goal of the week, no idea. I'd say Saliba's. I think it's a very good goal. Shut up. And that's another thing. Liverpool are going to miss Mane, of course. We all know that, but yeah, if you want to see what I've got to say about a Liverpool game, go back to it. Up the town, people. Up the town. Preston, that was it. Like, I'm sick of seeing all these Twitter idiots. Half of them probably don't even go to the games. Like, I get we have opinions, but some of theirs are just deluded. Like, let's be honest now. But, there's that. But yeah, like I said, obviously, they're all my thoughts on the game. If you joined late, feel free to go back to them. And then, like I said, goal of the week, we'll start doing that. I'll say Saliba's against Bournemouth. Clown of the week, like I said, Mendy or Tuchel, but I will go with Mendy. And then, what was the other one I said? Goal of the week, clown of the week, and game of the week was obviously Man City's, without a shadow of a doubt. Even though there was a lot of good games, you could say Fulham Brentford, but I'll go with Newcastle City. Wish Luton, Preston ended 0-0. Imagine in goal difference. Yeah, true. Their goal was very good in that game. Unstoppable goal. Let's be honest now. Who's getting relegated? What league? It's Premier League or Championship. Then I'll a bit more. If you ask me League One, I'll have to have a look at it. But I don't want to do that right now. I'll be honest with you. Yeah, you could say Liverpool players, actually. You could. But I'm going to say Mendy only because that touch was just ridiculous. The fans are already putting you off. Why are you even taking that touch when the player's literally already on you? So I'm going to go with him. But yeah, they're definitely up there. Fair enough, mate. I'll be doing one myself, 100%. I literally made the thumbnail like 2 weeks ago because I've known I'm going to be doing this for a while now. Who's getting... Oh, yeah, I already read that. Prem. Well, I said Leeds is one of them, but the way they're going, they're not going down. And then I said Fulham and Bournemouth, but even then, the way Fulham are looking, they might not go down. Bournemouth, I still think, if you look at it like that, then yeah. But the other two so far, but we'll see. Like I say, I'll stick with what I say. So, if talking Championship, as you just put it that there, relegation Birmingham, I'm going to say, or who did I say? Wigan, but they have actually done well in their first load of games. Rotherham and Huddersfield. They're not really looking likely, any of them right now, are they? But there we go. It's still a long way to go, especially in the Championship as well. Coventry could, with all this stuff going on. Southampton will be relegated from Prem. I put them just to survive. So, yeah. Only been 3 games. I may make Leicester... Only change I may make is Leicester Wolves in for Fulham. Yeah, like I say, I'll stick with what I say. Huddersfield are 22nd, to be fair. Yeah, true. True say. Imagine Luton go Prem. Oh, it'd be brilliant, mate. I've said this thing. It's been a year now. I said, give it the next 5 years. Luton will be in the Premier League. So there's 4 years left. And you can just see we're just making steps in progress. Yeah, it's not been the greatest start. But like British chap said over here, I literally echo these thoughts. poor start looks worse than it is, we ain't worried, you know. So that's what I say about that. But yeah. I'm gonna wrap the stream up here. So like I said, I'll start to do reviews and previews separate for Premier League stuff. So big up everyone that's interacted, big up everyone that's tuned in. And yeah, don't forget to smash a like on the stream if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. Big up everyone that smashed the like. I think we got 14 likes, is telling me. So big up yourselves. If you're watching on playback, feel free to comment what you thought of the games and that sort of thing. And like I said, I'll be back again tomorrow earlier, like I said earlier, with the Hatter Show. Not too sure of a time yet. Let me just see if there's any football games on. Not that I'll do watch-alongs or anything, but just see if I want to watch it. I'll probably watch a West Ham one maybe. Oh no, that's at 6, isn't it? I think that's at 6, isn't it? Yes, at 6. So I might just have it on in the background. But it'll most likely be a 6 p.m. or an 8 p.m. Hatter Show. And then obviously on Friday, there'll be a watch along to the Luton game. Of course, we're on TV. And then Saturday and Sunday, I might look at it and do some watch alongs. I was thinking on Sunday of doing Forest Tottenham, so I think that'd be a good game. And then potentially Arsenal on Saturday. So yeah, and then from there on in, I'm not too sure as of yet. But them watch alongs there, except that Luton one, are not 100%. That Luton one's definitely 100%. So yeah, it's going to be a long season. Sit back, enjoy the ride, and a nice winter break for World Cup. Enjoy. Yeah, no, absolutely. Hopefully for us, with players like Horhath, I don't think it will be, but hopefully it's not one of them where he plays well until after the World Cup, because obviously he wants to get in that USA team. Hopefully he don't just drop off. And, you know, I'm sure a lot of you like that with your club's players as well. Dude, watch the Hatters. Yeah, I might see, obviously I'll do it with my dad, and it sometimes don't like doing it too late. I know 8's not late, but, you know, we'll see. But I'll schedule it, promote it on the socials, all of that. But then again, I'm not really too bothered about that West Ham game, because I just thought I'd watch it in the background. They're 3-1 up already. The team they're playing, I think they're sound in that, to be honest. Never doing a Chelsea watch along again. Lockyer as well, Wales. Yeah, true. I was about to say Campbell, Scotland. No, Scotland? No, Scotland aren't. No, they lost, sorry, didn't they? They lost to Ukraine, wasn't it? Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, I don't know watch them. How do I not remember? Yeah, it was them. It was them. But yeah, that's that. That is that. Like I said, I'm hoping to get people on in the future for these ones. Premier predictions, I'll just do it by myself, like I always do, because it's my predictions. So yeah, that's that. And yeah, like I say, I'll schedule the Hatter Show tomorrow, so you lot know what time and that sort of thing. Promote it on the socials. Make sure you follow me on the Instagram if you're not already, and any other socials. They're obviously all in the description. And yeah, big up everyone that tuned in. I've enjoyed this stream. It's been fairly interactive, so big up yourselves for that. And yeah, like I said, don't forget to smash a like on the stream. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. Share the channel, all of that. Subscribe to my other channel, T-Boys TV Extra. Hopefully, I'll be getting someone else to run that clips, because, yeah, it's quite hard with everything else I do. So, yeah, hopefully someone will be running that clips channel for me soon. And, yeah, turn on the notification bell so you never miss an upload or a scheduled stream. And, like I say, follow me across my socials if you haven't already. And Stephen says, big up, Ty. Have a good rest of your evening. Probably just going to chill out now, mate. But definitely have a good evening yourself and everyone else in the chat. And, yeah, just quickly as well, if you're watching back and you want to put in a super thanks, or obviously if you're in a chat now, you want to put super chat, feel free. The option's there. Probably sounds like I'm begging. I'm not begging. You know, if you don't, you don't. Like I say, all the money I get from YouTube goes back into the channel for better setups and stuff like that in the background for World Cups and that sort of thing. So, yeah, if you want to do that, feel free. If you want to ever do that, feel free. Like I say, I'm not one of them idiots who will spend it on stuff that's not needed. Do you know what I mean? Like I say, everything goes into the channel. But, yeah, until tomorrow for the Hatter Show, big up everyone. Stay safe. Take care. Peace.